Representative Pat Tiberi, Republican of Ohio, is expected to resign and join the Ohio Business Roundtable. Pablo Martinez Monsivais, Associated Press. In a sign of mounting frustration among Republicans in Washington, Representative Pat Tiberi of Ohio, a senior lawmaker with close ties to his party's leaders, is expected to resign and take up an executive post with a business group in his home state, according to 3 Republicans briefed on his plans. An abrupt departure by Mr. Tiberi, who is an influential member of the House Ways and Means Committee, would signal a deepening level of discontent among mainstream Republicans in Congress. Despite holding Congress and the White House, Republicans have so far failed to achieve long-standing policy goals like overhauling the tax code and repealing the Affordable Care Act. Mr. Tiberi, 54, could announce his plan to leave Congress as soon as this week, Republican officials said, though it is unclear when he intends to vacate his seat. 2 Republicans who were briefed on Mr. Tiberi's decision said he had indicated that he plans to join the Ohio Business Roundtable, a business consortium that announced this summer that it was searching for a new president. Mr. Tiberi did not respond to a phone call or a text message seeking comment on Wednesday night. But some of Mr. Tiberi's colleagues said that the grind of their jobs had gotten no better since Donald J. Trump's election last year, giving Republicans full control of Washington. This is a harder life in terms of being away from home and putting up with the pace and the public battering that one sometimes must endure, said Representative Tom Cole, Republican of Oklahoma. And no raises in a decade is hard on many members with families. Of Mr. Tiberi, Mr. Cole said that he was happy for my friend, but Congress will be a poorer place without him. A series of long-tenured Republicans have announced plans to leave Congress in recent months, including Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee and some of Mr. Tiberi's House colleagues, including Charlie Dent of Pennsylvania, Dave Reichert of Washington State and Ileana Ros-Lehtinen of Florida. In most cases, they have voiced exasperation with dysfunction in Washington and their party's inability to deliver major legislative victories, at times fuming at Mr. Trump for undermining policymaking in Congress. Mr. Tiberi, however, would be a particularly striking congressional refugee. He was a close ally of John A. Boehner, the former House Speaker, and had considered challenging Senator Sherrod Brown, Democrat of Ohio, next year. Mr. Tiberi, who was first elected in 2000, had more than $6.6 million in his re-election account as of the start of the month. Despite losing a contest for the chairmanship of the Ways and Means Committee, the job went to Representative Kevin Brady, Republican of Texas. Mr. Tiberi has remained a senior member of the powerful tax writing panel. A sudden resignation would prompt a special election for Mr. Tiberi's seat, in a solidly Republican district outside of Columbus, the state capital. Several other Republicans have headed for the exit since the summer, including Representative Dave Trott of Michigan, a junior lawmaker who expressed disgust at the state of play in Washington, and Tim Murphy of Pennsylvania, who resigned this month after it was revealed that he had an extramarital affair with a woman whom he urged to have an abortion.